Beyond the changes that will speed up payments, the US's new payment system is starting to show what's really going on with digital assets. The person who came up with the idea for the SMART Act is going to be shown in a clip soon. We'll also look at some new information from Paul Atkins about how to set rules for crypto assets. We'll talk about XRP, of course, and there is a chance to spot ETFs. The head of business at StraitsX also talked about their new stablecoin based on the XRP system, which we will also look at. Toward the end, we'll also look at some Masari measures, which are great news for XRP. Here it is, Riz. Let's get to it. Do you think it can do well in America? We just need to make sure it's legal. If not, we'll see what's been going on. We'll keep going offshore. This is a better way to keep people safe. It's also a better way to make sure that the US stays the center of competition and new ideas in this area. It looks like it will be a big win for the crypto business, but I find it strange that Bitcoin and Ethereum are losing some ground today. No, sir, I meant to say that it's also good for dollar power. A little value has been lost, but the dollar will remain the most important currency in the world. All the digital trades will happen there. Another plus is that more people want to buy bonds, which is good since we're trying to lower the debt. I get Senator Haggerty's point. Thanks for being here with us. They know that using stable coins will be very important for the future of the US dollar. To buy US debt, they need people who can make stable coins. The plan is for the Trump administration to put national security first in everything they do if they want to keep the U.S. in power for the next few decades. This is because de-dollarization is a big threat to everyone around the world, and regulating stable coins and other digital assets in the U.S. will be big steps toward this goal. Okay, so SEC Chair Paul Atkins, my main goals as chairman will be to create a sensible legal framework for crypto asset markets that sets clear rules for how crypto assets can be issued, stored, and traded. We need to make sure that the SEC follows the law. It's one thing to write a rule. It's another thing entirely to make sure that it works as planned. As chairman, one of my main goals will be to create a sensible regulatory framework for crypto asset markets. This framework should set clear rules for how crypto assets can be created, stored, and traded, while also keeping bad people from breaking the law. Clear rules are needed to protect investment, people from falling for scams. There won't be any enforcement of the rules. Instead, rules will be made through notice and discussion. The commission will use the powers it already has to make sure that market players follow the right standards for their purpose, just like we do at the SEC. Paul Atkins seems like a better choice than Gary Gensler to be chair of the SEC. He seems to be saying the right things and he gets along with everyone. We need him to do what he needs to do to move the U.S. forward. What grade would you give him so far? Leave a comment and let me know what you think about Paul Atkins' work as chair of the SEC. All right, so you have Robbie. When Hood sends a plan to the SEC to regulate tokenized real estate assets, the company wants to get Wall Street on board and lock in a $30 trillion, 0 cents market. This shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone. We've been talking about this topic for years on this channel, and I know you know that the future of these markets is a tokenized version of them where goods can be bought and sold around the clock every day. This will allow for more trades and volume, which should mean more profits for the people and companies that work in this field. Following BitSam's acquisition of the MID license to run a multilateral trade platform the previous year, things are heating up as more and more Ripple partners take their own separate paths to increase their market share. While Robinhood's main issue was not having enough international customers, they also wanted to expand their crypto business, which has been growing by over 300% year over year. They know that as more Americans and people around the world learn about Bitcoin and other digital assets, they will start buying products, which is where they'll make a lot of money. Tokenized US bonds have made more than 7 billion TVL. You can already see that more than 7 billion 0 cents have been locked in. This is the first time that this has happened. The objective has been accomplished, and this is truly impressive. In the end, it will show up in the XRP record, the age bar, And I'm sure you'll see a lot of other asset types across that. Just so you know, this is 14 seconds. It looks like an ad for them to me. Most of Ando's growth is coming from tokenized treasury assets. More than 80% of all asset holders in this category own them. It's basically a small picture of the growth chart. It's fun. Let's keep going. Guys, you can check out realworldassets.ix whenever you want to know more or see lead. You can go to this page and type in XRP database to see what's going on with the XRP ledgers chain. The AI in the corner is calling my name, but you can see that, say, we're still very early in the process, as ARK has done 111 million deals. LSD is worth about $40 million, 0 cents, and Open Eden's worth about 5.1 million. I'm so glad to work with the guys at Apex XT. Listen, these decks were made in 2017, but you can still use them in the US without having to go through KYC. They are very powerful with a total trade volume of $62.7 billion, 0 cents. They've made almost 90 million deals and 17.42 million people are still interested. This is the UI, which makes it easy to get to a lot of great. If you want to become a star seller, you should start with decentralized trade. These platforms have low fees and make it easy to trade across many chains. These companies let you trade a wide range of things, from expensive cryptocurrencies to meme coins and other AI agents. Paying cash is the best way to make money. So makers 0.00, takers 0.005 transactions. Your 24-hour amount is also very impressive. Check out this $355 million, 0 cents. I've worked with Apex Exchange for a few weeks now, and you can get up to $30,000, 0 cents today in cash payments. Thank you bonuses. If you want to get extra cool stuff from Apex, all you have to do is sign up, pay, and start making. You can also reward friends, which is what I'm doing here. You can buy spot and futures XRP. Their deck is one of the cleanest I've seen, and I love working with them. Move the link lower in the text. Please look at Apex and help me today. Thanks and have a great day. I needed to know what was going on, so I checked in to see that the SEC review of the 21 share XRP ETF had been pushed back. The SEC is still reviewing several applications for spot XRP ETFs right now, but the Franklin Templeton 21 shares and Bitwise stand out the most. The SEC has set a new decision date and increased the time it takes to review the Franklin Templeton Spot XRP ETF. The date of June 17, 2025 did not change. It looks like we will have to wait another month to see if the XRP ETFs become clearer. If 10 or 20 different institutions want an XRP ETF or spot ETF, I think they would all want to try to get it done at the same time so that no one company has the right to have the only product on the market. This market is very competitive because many companies want to get into it.